Welcome to Part 5 of Mega Man 6, and now it's time to infiltrate the castle of Mr. X, after we took out all of Mr. X's elite robot masters. So, with that said, we'll be heading to Thailand, where Mr. X's castle is located. And seriously, how is this guy not ripping off of him Bison? But whatever the case, folks, Mr. X's castle theme is actually underrated. You're going to be hearing it like in a couple of stages. And by a couple, I mean just about all of the X stages. But still, this will utilize the jet adapter and also the power adapter, because you'll have to punch through broken walls and, more importantly, fly in order for you to get through this stage. Now then, if I can only not fly into the spikes. Alright, let's try this again. That was absolutely embarrassing. And I lost a couple of lives because of it. But that's okay, folks. We'll end up getting them back because this game is generous with 1-ups. Absolutely generous, to be honest. As you can clearly see. But, yeah, let's try this again without falling into the spikes this time around. Hey, die already. Thank you. Now, we may have to get a head start and get some altitude here. But first, let's deal with this cannon, because I think I ran out of Centaur Flash a little bit earlier in the last couple of deaths I had off screen. You stupid cannon, just die already. And now we'll have this area, but I'm not gonna break that, because that's only gonna lead to a couple of 1-ups, which again, this game is extremely generous. Oh wait, I actually got some Centaur Flash back. I just realized that. Never mind. But I use up as much Centaur Flash as humanly possible so I can get through this stage without falling to my death. Oh, you stupid cannon. Okay, that's getting in the way. And I just got myself another 1-up! I mean, I didn't just say that, this game is really generous with all this, power-ups here. Now, let's not fall into the spikes. Or fall into a lower level. Ow! You guys are dicks. Let me get my Centaur Flash out here. Alright. Let's just get the jet adapter. I'm trying to cycle through that. Alright. Ignoring all of this, I'm going to get my Centaur Flash out. And yeah, I may use up all the Centaur Flash, but I'm going to end up getting it back because energy balancer, that's why. Alright, more of these cannons. Centaur Flash and remedied. Now let's just show off the jet adapter, I guess. Or not. I was going to show off the jet adapter transformation in the menu, which is actually pretty cool. Rush just transformed into a power armor, and then all of a sudden, you either get the power armor or the jet armor. I mean, the adapter, that's what I meant to say. But anyway, all we need to do is just fly through here, because this is the top section. The bottom section would be nothing more than power-ups, and let me assure you, I don't really need any more. Because I just got myself an E-Tank. Oh, God! Woo! I almost fell in a cliff! But whatever the case, both pathways lead you right to Mr. X's domain. Or, should I say, one of Mr. X's machines that he so cleverly left behind. I think this one is weak to the fire... No, the flame blast, that's what I meant to say. Not the Silver Tomahawk, but the Flame Blast. But I'll just use the Power Adapter, because that's what they're also weak to. As you can clearly see, you can just punch these things and do damage to them. Hell, I think you could even use the Mega Buster on him as well. And the Mega Buster will also force him to go back. But, nonetheless, I can just take the damage like a champ and beat him down with the power adapter. And that takes care of Mr. X Stage 1. Now for Mr. X Stage 2. Honestly, without any screw-ups, these stages are really short. Well, not as short as classic stages, but they're pretty short. And certainly not riddled to the brim with spikes. I mean, there's spikes here, but not as much as Dr. Cossack. Jesus Christ, man. It's like Dr. Cossack's like, hey, I heard you like spikes, so we'll put more spikes upon more spikes. But no, not here. There's only like a certain amount of areas where there's spikes. But, okay, stop that. Let me get through. Okay, that hurts. But that's okay. I managed to make it through. I'm not gonna jump up foolishly with the, jet adapter, because that's what I normally do and end up dying as a result. But we're almost through with the stage. I mean, we're at the halfway point. That reminds me, if you somehow happen to die, you start at this point here. There's only one checkpoint in the Dr. X, the Mr. X stages. That's what I meant to say. Why do I call it Dr. X? It's like X has a PhD in whining and complaining on why his robots fight. But on a serious note, you only got like one checkpoint. Well, that's kind of the case with all the stages, but if you don't make it to the checkpoint and you went through a far off lane like this, you'll end up starting at the beginning of the stage. What I meant to say was far off way, but here's the thing. The checkpoints are far in between. Think of this like Mega Man in base, except less bullshit. Extremely less bullshit. I got caught off guard, that's what it was. Oh, let me pick that up because power balancer. And I ran out of Centaur Flash. Well, I didn't anymore after the last couple of, energy pickups I picked up. Now this time, let me kill off the enemy before he flies over me. Thank you, because I do believe we're coming close to the end. As a matter of fact, through this hallway, we're at the end. I kid you not. Because it's right there. And there's no other way. This was just a one-way straight shot. Now we're gonna need our tomahawk, because the only way to reach this is with the silver tomahawk. And you're gonna have to judge your range and use probably a couple of E-tanks, because of how this contraption is dropping rocks on your head. Yeah, you're gonna try to avoid the shots he shoots too, because he shoots 3, or normally 2. But after hitting him with a couple of tomahawks to the face, it's gonna be over with. Silver Tomahawk pretty much wrecks a lot of enemies. That's one of them. Hell, it definitely does a number to the final boss of the game. But whatever the case, folks, we'll leave that to part 6, I do believe. Yes, as we go to Dr. X Stage 3. This is RVMan985. We're going to be finishing up Dr. X and see exactly who this higher power that's been controlling Wily is. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually find out who it really was.